Okay, so go on. Let's talk about Arsenal. Since August of 2019, Arsenal have spent £440 million. It's a lot of money.
Yeah,
£440 million since August 2019. So you mentioned earlier about Arteta being under a bit of pressure. They weren't all his signings, by the way.
No, but I think there was, when he took over halfway through last season, there was a picture that when he first took over, out of the 26 players that he inherited, he only had 7 left. So there was going to be a car. I think Edu's been very critical as well.
Well, he's come out over the weekend and said
sign.
He's thrown Aubameyang, Lacazette, Ozil, one or two others under the bus.
I think Lacazette, to be fair, I think it's unfair to put him in the same category as Ozil and Aubameyang. But what he said was, and people have missed it, he said, because they weren't performing. If you spend... No Arsenal fan moaned at the time about Mesut Ozil coming to Arsenal or Aubameyang coming to Arsenal because they were big, stellar signings, which you want. But what happened was their attitude started to get worse and worse the longer it went on.
But wasn't it the case that it was Alexis Sanchez and Ozil's contract ran out at the same time? And they couldn't afford to keep both of them. Ozil went for, rumoured to be £500,000 a week at Manchester United. And they decided to give...
Sanchez went.
What did I say?
Ozil.
Sorry, Sanchez went for £500,000 a week. They kept Ozil. And they gave him there or thereabouts £350 a week. 350 grand a week.
That was back to the 80s. That was my first contract. 350.
There you go. But it's just at the time there were a few people that said that they got that the wrong way round. They should have moved Ozil on and kept Alexis Sanchez.
No, but Alex Sanchez was never going to stay at that time because of the money.
You give him 350 grand a week? No,
he was never. He wanted, and you can understand because at that time Manchester United were more competitive than Arsenal realistically, so you can understand why they did that. Now you can see. Quite rightly, there's a different philosophy at Arsenal now. We know, and Eddie was talking about sell-on. They did no sell-on value. I'm not bothered as an Arsenal fan if you sign a big player and he's with you for 3 or 4 seasons and he performs and you don't get a sell-on for it. It doesn't. It was all about the performance, and Aubameyang's attitude stunk the place out towards the end. That's why Arteta had to get rid of him. So did Ozil. So what they've done is they've got, it's like the deadwood. Get rid of the bad influences, which they've done. Now they've gone for young, talented, hungry players.
Definitely.
But what they have to do now is there's one hurdle they have to get over is win the big games, which we saw against Spurs. I know it was a dodgy penalty in the first one, but then we capitulated.
Yeah.
Newcastle, rabbits in headlights when the pressure's on. So this group of young players, you hope Jesus, because he's a proven winner, and Zinchenko is a proven winner.
I think the line's
right,
working.
so what you've got to do is that hurdle. What you're saying is me shut up. Is that what it is?
Yeah, let's go.
Right.
Shawnee, good evening.
Yes.
Oh, there was a voice. Sean?
Yep, I'm here. Hello.
Oh, Sean. Do you know what? That's like getting someone on the top of Everest when you ain't got your thing. Oh, he's made it. It's the top of Everest and we can get in contact.
Could you hear us, Shawnee?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
There you go. Brilliant. Could you hear us, though, when we first come to you?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. The phone hung up at first, but I called back and,
Shawnee, did you watch the game at 1 o'clock in Sunday morning?
I didn't, but it was for personal reasons. I couldn't actually be able to watch it.
Right.
But number one, it speaks volumes of Chelsea and Arsenal. It might just be a pre-season game. It might not mean nothing to some people. But 4-0, that speaks volumes. To not get a goal with Raheem Sterling, it's troubling, and that's me trying to speak as humble as I can.
You can gloat, Sean. Don't worry. You can gloat.
Anyone that gloats at pre-season is a fool.
Right, spin it round.
You don't gloat.
But spin it the other way round, right?
Yeah.
If you'd have battered us 4-0,
there
would have been loads of question marks about Arsenal, wouldn't there?
No, the question marks, but you don't gloat. Not pre-season.
Everybody does.
Pre-season?
Yeah. You want that hope.
For Gabriel Jesus, for his first 4 games, it's extremely promising. And we didn't have a bad team to start with. We was incredibly unlucky to not get 4th last year, but I've got to give it to Jamie.
Sean, that wasn't unlucky. No, that wasn't unlucky we didn't get 4th. That was our own fault where we couldn't handle the big occasion.
Yeah,
that was it. That wasn't unlucky.
The game was at White Hart Lane. You had to get something out of that. You had to get something out of that.
But even at Newcastle, where the pressure is on, even when Granit Xhaka came up and said that a lot of the players froze, that there was a big... That's the next... That's it. That's the next hurdle you have to take, is win those massive games.
Logan, Gooner, good evening.
Hi guys, how you doing?
Hello, Logan.
There he is, he's there. Did you watch the game, Logan? Did you stay up?
I did.
Did you pay your £6?
Do you pay £6
Or do you
or
go
watch it on
rogue?
Chelsea's?
I did, yeah. So it was a rare occasion that I actually did watch it, but I'm not one to read into pre-season friendlies. However, I think we looked absolutely amazing.
However, this is Chelsea, so I will. Go on, Logan.
We looked absolutely amazing. And I know it's a pre-season friendly. However, not only our attack, which has been spoken about a lot, but our defence, Saliba was an absolute beast, right? He looked absolutely solid. He'd probably keep Ben White out of the team with him and Gabriel in at centre-back. But, it's quite exciting because we look so good going into the new season. And with Jesus up front, we have that finesse that we didn't have for so long. Even, I'd say, for a good part of Aubameyang's latter career, at Arsenal, we didn't even have that. I think, fourth is going to be a very realistic, chance for us. Perhaps hopefully over Tottenham. But
don't care. As long as you get there, you don't really care who's missing.
Thing is, Logan, I know we don't talk about that mob too much, but with the signings that Spurs have made, and obviously with their manager that is elite, I think they're going to be the nearest to Liverpool, Man City. I don't think they're going to challenge them, obviously, for winning the title, but I think they will be the nearest. With Richarlison, with Longley, obviously Longley, is it there? The centre half.
Longley, yeah.
Then exactly with Bissouma.
Yeah,
they've got players that are going to make their first 11 stronger.
We play them 2 weeks into the season, second game, first home game of the season. That'll be. It's for me. I think it might come a bit too soon for us because we don't look anywhere near it right now. But there's still how many more days left until there's 38 days left until the window shuts.
Let's talk sport. Breaking news.
38 days. Come on, Bowley. Come on, get your checkbook out, Bowley.